How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I had a question for you.
Okay.
Would you play a game of rock, paper, scissors?
Oh gosh, you're gonna beat me. Yep, let's do it.
You don't know this.
Okay. Or do you do shoot or do you just do? Okay, so you do like rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh! Wait, play best of five. Best of five. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No one expected the biggest race of the day to happen outside an Adidas store instead of on a basketball court. Then, in a surprising moment, Sophie Cunningham simply dropped a new shoe, and within minutes fans rushed to buy it like it was a once-in-a-lifetime event. Popular sizes disappeared almost instantly, leaving many people wondering if real customers bought them all or if they sold out in record time. But this story is about much more than sneakers. The shocking sellout exposed something much bigger happening inside the WNBA, proving that fan excitement and star power may be shifting in a way that almost nobody expected.
Cunningham has capitalized on the Caitlin Clark effect better than anybody else in this league has done. She has soared to superstardom. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is. At this point, the WNBA now has two superstars, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham, people liked her, but she wasn't so much out in the casual sphere before she went to Indiana. She went to Indiana.
It was supposed to be a normal product launch, with the shoes quietly going online and selling slowly over the next few days. Instead, everything changed in an instant. Fans rushed to buy them so fast that the launch turned into a shocking frenzy, catching everyone completely off guard.
Fever on a hot streak. They're on a heater, as they would refer to it as. 9-3 in their last 12. Getting rather interesting. Caitlin Clark crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Sophie Cunningham came in, went on a heater herself. By the way, got a couple of things from the inside the arena involving...
Within minutes of Adidas opening sales for Sophie Cunningham's exclusive Crazy Energy Player shoes, fans flooded social media with the same shocking complaint. Screenshot after screenshot showed missing sizes, empty shopping carts, and the two words every sneaker fan hates to see.
Enough of the WNBA star Sophie Cunningham. She drops her Crazy Energy colorway athlete-sponsored shoe. It's an Adidas shoe, and less than 1 hour online, it sells out in all sizes. She is very happy about that. That's the shoe right there. And then if we go back, remember this all started, everybody is on Team Cunningham because she had the guts to stand up and say males, biological males do not belong in women's sports. And she stood by it saying, I said.
The reactions came in so fast that social media looked like a live broadcast of the launch. Fans said their size disappeared before they could even finish checking out. Others kept refreshing the page, hoping for another chance, only to find that every pair was already gone. What was supposed to be a simple shoe release had turned into a shocking sellout within minutes.
It was not worded very well, but I guess what it's saying is fans of Sophie Cunningham and the WNBA as transgender individuals. But yet, her player-exclusive Adidas shoe sold out in under 24 hours on July 24th. This is after she was promoting some of this female sports type of stuff, right? And then this prompted her to thank supporters with genuine love. Figures supported her like Riley Gaines, saying that she has unbelievable...
By the time many fans realized the shoes were finally on sale, it was already too late. The chance to buy a pair had disappeared in minutes. For Adidas, it was the kind of launch every company hopes for but rarely gets. There was no massive advertising campaign or big promotion driving the hype. The excitement came straight from the fans. The moment the countdown ended, thousands rushed online at the same time, turning a simple sneaker release into one of the biggest WNBA merchandise stories in years.
Cunningham's popularity continues to grow, and now her first Adidas player-exclusive sneaker has sold out within hours. The pink, white, lightweight unicorn Adidas Crazy Energy PE was released 2020 and quickly disappeared from both the Adidas website and Dick's Sporting Goods. Cunningham thanked her supporters on social media and asked whether Adidas should produce more pairs. Honestly,
The excitement had been building for weeks after Adidas revealed Sophie Cunningham's bright pink and white Crazy Energy player exclusive shoes, a design that perfectly matched her bold personality. Priced at around $120, the shoes were no more expensive than other premium basketball sneakers, and nothing about the release suggested it would become a record-breaking moment. Then, on launch day, Cunningham posted a fun video from inside a delivery van packed with Adidas shoe boxes. There was no flashy commercial, no celebrity appearance, and no big marketing campaign. She simply smiled, told fans the wait was over, and asked who was ready for the drop. T.
Did it again. Not only does she have her first Adidas player exclusive basketball shoe, fans are so excited that truly they're already all gone. Think about how far Sophie has come. She's become one of the biggest personalities in the WNBA. And now she's got her own Adidas Crazy Energy PE in a bold pink to white colorway that perfectly matches her style. The shoes officially dropped today for $120. Whether you love her game, her energy, or those viral Sophie moments, this is a huge...
Even fans who rushed to the Adidas website the moment sales opened were left disappointed because someone else had completed the purchase just seconds earlier. A few other retailers briefly showed limited stock, but Adidas inventory was almost completely gone within minutes. That kind of demand is usually reserved for limited edition releases from global superstars, not a player-exclusive basketball shoe announced only days before. The incredible speed of the sellout broke all the usual rules of sports merchandise.
She made this week, all of that has been building till today, where Sophie Cunningham's player edition sneaker got released. And that shoe is the Sophie Cunningham Crazy Energy PE is available now. You take a look at these comments. Dang, my size 8 sold out. Already ran out.
Whether Sophie Cunningham actually outsold bigger stars depends on how you define success, but one thing is impossible to ignore: her shoe launch instantly entered the same conversation as the biggest names in women's basketball. Fans quickly compared it to releases from stars like Aya Wilson, whose signature shoes come with MVP awards, championships, and one of the strongest resumes in the sport. Normally, signature shoes create the biggest buzz, while player-exclusive releases attract much less attention.
Came under fire this week for standing up for women's sports. And let me tell you, in the end, you're going to realize how much she owned them.
Girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children. And that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
Well, guess what? When something's a, I don't know, 90-10 issue, people like to...
Soon, the shoes were no longer the main story. Fans stopped talking about the design and started asking a much bigger question: why has Sophie Cunningham become such a huge attraction? The answer goes back years. Before landing a major Adidas deal, Cunningham reportedly played professional basketball in regular Adidas shoes that she bought from stores because she didn't have a sponsorship. That made her journey feel real and relatable.
Protest outside, not a protest, but a rally to support Sophie Cunningham backing up girls in sports. Now, this is a clip. You're going to see this person right here has got a sign that says, "Thank you for speaking up for girls." On the right, you've got an anti-Sophie Cunningham sign. No hate in these United States. It looks like...
Of course, many people connected Sophie Cunningham's success to playing alongside Caitlin Clark, but that explanation doesn't tell the whole story. Clark helped bring millions of new fans to the Indiana Fever, giving every teammate more attention than ever before. The difference is that Cunningham turned that opportunity into a powerful personal brand. She gave fans something to remember, whether it was her fearless attitude on the court, her confident interviews, or her sense of humor off it. She refused to fade into the background.
Sophie Cunningham has become one of the most marketable personalities in the WNBA. She may not be the biggest superstar statistically, but she understands how to connect with fans, create attention, and build her personal brand. I've said it before, Sophie Cunningham is the perfect brand ambassador for the WNBA. People either love her or dislike her, but they continue talking about her. And that attention translates into engagement, merchandise sales, and
Sophie Cunningham won fans over by showing real emotion every time she stepped on the court. She celebrated big plays with excitement, challenged opponents without being disrespectful, and played with the kind of passion many fans feel has been missing from professional sports. While many athletes stick to safe, carefully planned answers, Cunningham's honest and confident personality made her stand out. She also drew attention beyond basketball after publicly sharing her views about protecting women's sports and the participation of biological males in women's competitions. Her comments sparked major debate across social media.
People like to support the people who stand up for them. So guess what happened when her shoes released this morning? By 10 a.m., they were completely sold out. People went and bought these shoes just because Caitlin stood up for young girls. But that doesn't stop the machine, does it? No. So what does the machine do? You know, it's always the machine when it's on The View. They bring on a women's soccer player to stand up.
The opportunity reportedly came together at the last minute, but Sophie Cunningham handled it with the same confidence she shows on the basketball court. Videos of her appearance quickly spread across social media, with fans surprised to see a WNBA player step so comfortably into a completely different sports event. For most athletes, that would have been the biggest story of the week. But less than 24 hours later, Cunningham made even bigger headlines. She returned to the court and delivered one of her most efficient games of the season against the Las Vegas Aces.
She's a WNBA player. She plays for Indiana. That's the same team that Caitlin Clark plays for. But Sophie Cunningham is the new superstar because of something she said about boys not playing in girls' sports. In fact, what she said was, boys should not play in girls' sports. And you can imagine what happened next. There was massive uproar from people who think that boys should be able to play in girls' sports. So Sophie Cunningham was asked about that, and she said, I said what I said. And when she said, I said what I said, guess what? There was even more of an uproar.
No one would seriously claim that one great game changed the ranking of women's basketball. Aya Wilson has already built a legendary career, and her legacy continues to grow. But sports are not driven only by career achievements, they are driven by the biggest story of the moment. For several weeks, that story was Sophie Cunningham. Every headline seemed to make the next one even bigger. By the time fans rushed to buy her Crazy Energy player exclusive shoes, they were buying more than just sneakers, they were buying into her growing popularity and personality.